I don't really do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my belly fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I am J Shep Reacts. Today we are reacting to Michael Jackson Impersonator Thinks He's the Real MJ by Maury. I'm already subbed up to him. You know, I sometimes watch his videos, you know, off camera, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and like his video. I know I'm in the way of the like button, but you should see it change. But I don't think it's changing because my Wi-Fi tripping. Okay, there we go. I liked it. You see it? Yeah, I liked it. Oh, no. So go ahead and like the video for me. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Because we about to look at these disgraceful impersonations of Michael Jackson.
Woman instantly regrets hiring Michael Jackson to the party.
Boy, that'll creep me out if I was a little kid. I'll be like, get the hell out of my face.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is actually kind of scary and funny at the same time. Like, what is that? Do you see how close this man's face was to the camera after sliding all the way from halfway across the room to her cell phone? Like, honestly, these Michael Jackson impersonators are getting a little bit creepy now. And here's the other angle right here. You could actually see who was recording. I mean, she looked terrified. I'm not gonna lie. She actually looked like she was not.
Hold on, let me let my dog out of this room.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. I just had to walk my dog. Let's go ahead. Start this back up. All right.
Not prepared for this at all. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm only talking about this today because there seems to be some drama in the Michael Jackson impersonator community. Yes, there's a whole community surrounding being Michael Jackson, literal grown men pretending to be Michael Jackson. But specifically, today's story is about this Michael Jackson impersonator by the name of Fabio Jackson, who apparently is the most famous Michael Jackson impersonator worldwide. As far as I can see, he has over 600,000 on Instagram and over 12.4 million followers on TikTok, so he's a pretty big deal.
Who the hell? I did not know this dude had this much clout. Why are y'all following this man? Why are y'all validating this man? This is just disrespectful. I don't care what y'all say. It's disrespectful.
But lately, the drama surrounding this guy, as far as I know, is surrounding a reaction that he did to the recently dropped Michael Jackson biopic by the name of Michael. And in that trailer, he was basically, you know, sitting in his chair with a hoodie on, just reacting to the whole thing. And his facial expressions, and I suppose his body language, gave off a little bit of salt and maybe disapproval. I'm gonna play a little bit of that reaction for you guys right here.
Your past and embrace the future. That's what people want.
Can you lower the lights for me, please?
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
What the fuck is that voice, bro? No, bro. No, I don't. Nah, bro. They be playing too much of that Michael Jackson voice.
It was at that part that a lot of people, based off of his reaction, they thought that he was a little bit salty. You can see, if you're watching right now, his reaction with his hand over his mouth. He places his hand over his mouth. He looks over to the camera. Bro actually looks salty. I'm not gonna lie. He looks disappointed. I'm just looking at his face right now. Mind you, I don't use scripts. I do everything in real time. The comments, though, are saying
Yeah, I was just gonna point that out when he showed us. At least you were in Scary Movie 4. That's fucking funny. I'm sorry, but you're starting to remind me of Paige Neiman. It's not about you. Enjoy the damn movie. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Sorry, but you're starting to remind me of Paige Nyman, right? The girl who tried to copy Ariana Grande. I made a video about her years ago. They go on to say, though, it's not about you. Enjoy the damn movie, man. And it's just funny. Like, I just don't get these impersonators, how they get so deep into the identity.
Mind you, this nigga can dance. He can't sing. And he just looks like Michael Jackson. He resembles Michael Jackson because even though he was born a certain way, whatever, I think he just said he only got his nose done. But he's wearing makeup and he got his hair did a certain way to look like Michael Jackson after Michael Jackson got his surgeries and stuff like that. Granted, some people, they think it's only because of, Michael wanted to change his face. But I don't know if you guys ever remember, but his head got caught on fire from like the little sparkle, whatever that shit called, the fire shit. His head caught on fire. That's why he had to get his nose done or whatever. I forgot exactly why, but he had to get his nose done. He already had vitiligo, so that also burned up his skin and stuff like that. And then, yeah, he probably was a little insecure about other stuff on his face. I don't know, his cheekbones and stuff like that. Hey, do whatever you want to do. I don't care, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, this is just disrespectful to me for you to want it to look like Michael Jackson and going this far to look like him and like this. I mean, hey, get your money however you get it, but that don't mean everybody gonna like you. I don't care. I don't like them.
These of other individuals. Like, I saw this video of the same exact guy, Fabio, years ago, where he was walking with his girlfriend, right? And he saw another Michael Jackson impersonator. I don't know if this was in Las Vegas or not, but he walked up to this man dancing on the street or whatever, right? Doing his job. And he walked up as if he was Michael Jackson himself, like rating or gauging or judging whether or not this was a good performance or not. Let me play the clip here for you.
The fact it's like a community for these niggas to be impersonating Michael Jackson. That's how you know this dude is like the biggest fucking musician of all time, musical artist, whatever you want to call it. He's literally the biggest of all time. Like, there's a whole community of people that want to act like him, and there's street acts that do his dance moves to make a living. Make that shit make sense, bro. Like that, like, bro, you're not finding that nowhere else, bro.
Like, do you see the way this man is standing right here, bro? Like, why is he over here standing as if he's the real Michael Jackson, judging another Michael Jackson impersonator, bro? Like, genuinely speaking, bro, you're not him. You're not Michael, bro. Like, this is levels of delusion and mental illness that I've not seen yet before. You see this guy right here? Look at, oh my God. Bro, I swear to God, this is actually hilarious to me. I don't know if I should go down the rabbit hole of Michael Jackson impersonators. I'm trying to keep my composure. All right, let me calm down. But do you see this other man right here looking at Fabio as if he's out of his goddamn mind, bro? He looks like he's in the Twilight Zone. He looks like he doesn't know what the hell is going on here. And his wife is just drinking water as if this is all normal, bro. Like, genuinely speaking, man, I gotta say, bro, we live in very strange times, very funny times.
At this point, why is the wife with him? Like, is it because he resembles Michael Jackson? Like, his whole thing is to look like Michael Jackson. Granted, he probably making some good bread because 12 million on TikTok. I know that TikTok put a cap on your earnings, but he must be getting more because he goes viral here and there. And I don't know what else he does. I don't know if he does YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. But yeah, he must be making some bread somewhere else. So, and he might be doing them TikTok lives. So I don't know. But dude is, yeah, he must got a little money stacked up, and I wonder how did they meet, or whatever. Like did she get with him because he resembles Michael Jackson, or is it because she actually liked this nigga?
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am running a $100 giveaway to 3 different people, of course, before Thanksgiving. So be sure to follow my Instagram. All links are down below. I do have TikTok and Spotify and Apple Music too for my podcast related stuff. If you want to follow that as well, go ahead. But I will, at the day of choosing the 3 winners, we'll be dropping a post. All you got to do is like and comment. And basically, that's how you enter the giveaway. People keep asking me and DMing me how to enter. You basically like the post and comment the day of me choosing the 3 winners. I will probably give people a 24-hour lead time so that they can actually see the post in their feed. But yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, back to the video. I just gotta say, sorry for losing my composure. It's just sometimes certain topics, it really gets to me. Like, I can't believe certain things that I talk about genuinely being in the news cycle and making headlines, and people like taking this shit seriously. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, he's off his rockers. Somebody said in the comment section though, at least you were in Scary Movie 4, brother in Christ. I'm not gonna lie, that Michael Jackson as a kid scared the hell out of me. And for those of you who don't know, Scary Movie 4, or the Scary Movie franchise, is a parody on horror movies, essentially. I believe they started out with Scream, and then like The Ring, and then other like popular scary movies back in the early 2000s. But anyway, another comment said, you can do a Sandra Bullock documentary. And on Twitter, and you know Twitter's a wild place, follow me on there, people started roasting him saying, girl, I don't give an F what a Michael Jackson impersonator that can't sing or dance and looks like Sandra Bullock, or however you say your last name, gotta say. And then people in the comments started comparing him to the actor Sandra Bullock.
I think it's Bullock. I could be wrong, but I think it's Bullock.
Or Bullock. I don't know how you say her last name. Goddamn, but you get the point. Like, people are like, Sandra Bullock reading this.
The computer said, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say, fuck me?
Bruh, Sandra
Like,
catching an unnecessary straight, like, Sandra, after you compared her to that thing. Now I can't unsee it. Back on TikTok, someone said Michael Jackson, by the way, and showing an image of him when he was younger, you know, before a lot of the surgeries and whatnot. You know, it seems as though that a lot of people don't know what Michael Jackson looked like before, you know, the vitiligo and the surgeries and all that. But yeah, I mean, I think he was like in his early 20s, or he was a teenager here at the very least. And maybe at this point in his reaction, when Fabio saw, you know, Michael Jackson's nephew playing him, you know, with the prosthetic on his nose, you know, to make him look more Michael Jackson-esque before the surgeries, people are now thinking that Fabio didn't like seeing not only Michael Jackson's nephew playing Michael in this role, but also he didn't like the way that Michael was portrayed during this scene. Because look at Fabio, he dedicated his life to looking like Michael, and look how they portrayed Michael in that very scene, you know. So a lot of people are,
Michael has said, like, when I'm pretty sure when he said whenever they are to do like a movie about him or something, I'm pretty sure he said, I wanted to be a black person, I'm black. So because I remember that was like one of the main things he said, that like years ago, how he would love to play Michael Jackson in a movie or whatever. I don't know if it was for this specifically or something, but yeah, like, nah, Michael Vince, I'm black, I would be played by a black man, I'm black. What are we talking about?
assuming that he's disappointed that Michael looks like that, if that makes any type of sense. Somebody said the concept of a Michael impersonator reacting to a movie about Michael Jackson as if he's the real one is hilarious. And apparently the lore on this guy goes even deeper. Somebody said in a comment, they said what's even creepier is that he changed his last name to Jackson.
Fabio
His last name was originally Fernandez, and he's given his baby the last name Jackson as well. That's messing with the baby's identity. He was always a strange kid when we were at school together, but I never imagined he would turn out like this. Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think she went to school with him. I think they just added that last little part or whatever. You know, I don't even think that's a real person. That might just be like a bot. Well, it's a real person, but it's a bot. I don't know. Either way, I was about to say, Jackson. The whole, like, the fact he changed his last name to Jackson and the whole thing of Jackson, and like a lot of these black last names like Smith, Jackson, all that stuff, it comes from white people. It comes from white people during slavery. You know, you gotta think about it. We didn't come over here with those names, so the white people, you know, because remember, we would take the last name of our slave masters. So after slavery and all that happened, that's what it was. Like, if your name was Darius, and then your last name was Smith or Jackson or whatever, that's the last name that you would take, or Coleman or stuff like that. It's all technically white last names, but it's just more seen as black now because majority of people are not even, I don't even know if majority of people do that have those last names are black, but still, that's just why it's recognized as a black last name. So the fact that you even did that is just stupid. Because genuinely, like basically my whole point is that Michael Jackson wouldn't be his last name if it wasn't due to slavery anyway, and he probably wouldn't even been Michael Jackson in the first place if it wasn't for slavery. You know, we're over here in America, so I'm just like, I just think it's fucking stupid that you even just thought to, I'm gonna change my last name to Jackson. That's like me changing. James. That's another one. That's like if I change my last name to James, Jaquise James, because I wanna be LeBron James, even though LeBron James ain't even my favorite basketball player. Like that's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't know. But if I wanted to look like LeBron and be like LeBron, first of all, I can't. I'm not as tall as LeBron. Facial wise, I don't look like LeBron. I'm not gonna go get all them surgeries. I'm not as dark as LeBron. Like, that shit is like, this dude is ridiculous.
So this is someone, Sophie, on TikTok, I think, that he went to school with. And she's claiming that he is now giving his new child, his baby with his wife, the last name Jackson. He changed his last name to Jackson and gave his child Jackson the last name as well. As you can see on his TikTok page, he did show off his son to the world. You can see his wife in the back and whatnot. And I just gotta say, is he really at home, like, dressed as, like, did he really just get surgery to look like Michael Jackson? Like, is that like a makeup or a prosthetic, or does he actually looks like that 24/7? Is this
they look like that nose from Black Dynamite.
actually real, man? Because if so, that's creepy as hell. Not gonna lie. Somebody said in the comment, you remind me of Sandra Bullock, man. That's crazy, bro. Poor Sandra, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is she catching strays? Like, genuinely speaking, this is crazy. And poor kid too. Like, this is, having a dad like this is gonna be weird growing up in the spotlight like this. And apparently the lore goes even deeper. This Twitter user said, read this and you will know the reason. Some people pretend to be an MJ fan. And in these screenshots, I suppose there's a thread exposing different comments made by Fabio. In the comment section on TikTok, someone said, and you not even black, ... cultural appropriation. Fabio then responded back by saying, why, question mark, hair is hair. Are you gonna tell me that blank people that wear wigs? Be quiet. Kiana then said, and that's the person who made the comment that Fabio's responding to. She said, I'll be quiet once you stop cosplaying a black man. Fabio then said that, and I quote, black man, since you want to be disrespectful, made his looks like mine. I'm cosplaying myself. Ooh. So Michael's catching strays here. In some leaked DMs, now I'm seeing Fabio was responding to someone, and this part of the screenshot says, I appreciate it. By the way, there's some bad grammar here. So he says, I appreciate, I ain't crazy fan. The person he was responding to in the DMs then said, and that's why your entire account about looking like someone else? Fabio then responded back by saying, Michael looks like me. He was a black kid. He changed his appearance because of his health and insecurity issues. I was just fortunate enough to have a look that he wanted to achieve. Wow, that is crazy. As if he literally didn't go out of his way to get surgery to look like Michael himself. But anyway, the person he was messaging then said, I think my brain cells died reading this. Fabio then said, probably did. They then said, you are one of the most shallow people I've seen. And then OP, the original person who tweeted those images, said, and I quote, parroting what he said in those DMs, I was just fortunate enough to have a look that he wanted to achieve, end quote. This guy had several surgeries to look like Michael. I didn't know that, by the way, guys. I'm reading this in real time. But of course, he meant that he was lucky to be born white, and that Michael, he tried to achieve that. That's so racist. Again, guys, I'm just reading it word for word. The grammar is horrendous in a lot of these posts.
I mean, his name is Fabio and his last name used to be Fernandez, so he's probably like Spaniard or something. I don't know. He's Hispanic some way, somehow. I don't know.
But it seems like this guy maybe is a little racially disrespectful to Michael, given the screenshots that I'm saying. Like, he's a fan of a black artist, yet is somehow disrespecting him through these comments, saying that Michael wanted to look like him. Meanwhile, he literally apparently got 7 surgeries to look like Michael. It's crazy the levels of delusion and cognitive dissonance a lot of these people can have, to the point to where they're literally being disrespectful to the person that they're cosplaying as. And now in some creepy ass dystopian Black Mirror identity crisis, this man has now apparently stolen Michael Jackson's identity. That is what I probably might title the video. This man stole Michael Jackson's identity, because this is some real shadow organization clone MK Ultra. They cloned Michael type shit. Like, I don't know. I think I'm gonna end the video here, guys. What are your thoughts and opinions down below about this? Honestly, this is just weird. And this guy can't even sing. He can't dance.
This is a clip I saw on Twitter.
When I'm trying to say hello to you. Yeah, and all you got to do is not answer my call when I'm trying to get through. Keep me wondering why, when all I can do is sigh. I just wanna touch you.
Man, turn this shit off. That is trash. Like, what in the... See, guys, thoughts and opinions down below. This guy is weird, and the fact that he has the audacity to disrespect the king of pop, the greatest pop star that will ever live, that has ever lived, it's just crazy. Bro really tried to say that Michael tried to look like him, that he was just born like this. Yeah, okay, buddy. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Shit crazy, bro. Shit crazy, bro. One of the greatest artists. One of the greatest artists to ever live, and you over here saying some BS like that, man. Don't even make me mad, bro. Don't even I can't man. For real, bro. Like, you gonna make me mad doing that, bro. Anyways, go ahead, like, comment, share, subscribe for me. Check out my main page, all caps J.Shep on all DSPs, or at IamJShep3 on YouTube, or go in the description. You can find my main page to listen to my music. And while you're here on this channel right here, go ahead, watch some more reaction channel videos or whatever. It'll pop up. One will be like right here. It should be like a recommended video for you, or the most recent video before this one. I don't know. I can't remember. It'll be right here, and then you can subscribe right here. Click on the channel right here. I really appreciate that if you do that for me. So, without further ado, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I'm done reacting for the day. So I'm gonna go ahead, get off here, do some chores and stuff, and yeah, appreciate you. Deuces.